Good morning, Internet, and welcome back to episode 4 of the ATS series that we're doing. Last time we did a job and we were talking about getting a new truck, maybe. So let's go and have a look at the trucks. We have $16,313, and the only truck dealer we've got is over at Kenworth one over at Seattle, so we can go and visit him and see what he's got. So the cheapest truck we can get is $113,805. So if we got a loan of $100,000, we could get that, but not configure it really in any way. So I think maybe we could, because the next truck on is still 116, yeah, but 125, 127 for that one. If we do another job, then we can have a bit of a better option really with a small loan. We might be able to even get the 400,000 loan. So let's do that. Let's do one more job in the quick market, and then see how it goes from there. So what have we got in the job market? Let's have a look. So the top job we have is the Dallas to Colville. That's going from Oregon right to the top of Washington. Or we've got from Newport in Washington up into Wenatchee. If we could do that one, or Seattle to the Grande Coulee, which takes us over a bit of a bit over this bit terrain here. So what we got? 9,000, 10,000, 11,000. This one's heavy. That one's heavy. They're all heavy ones. No, articulate trailers. So that'd be doubles, and that might be a double and a heavy one. I don't think we've done the double and a heavy one, which is going from Seattle to Grande Coulee. So we haven't been on that route before, so we could do that. So that's 277 miles. So yeah, let's do that one. I thought for this journey, I really wanted to talk about some stuff that that I've had on my mind. I might actually take this series into just talking about stuff that generally interests me, just to get things off my head and sort of see how anyone out there really feels about it. So if you've got any sort of comments about what I say, just make them known in the comment section. It's good to have a discussion about things like just things in general, but today I really want to talk about aliens really. So let's just start up and get going.
Time to hit the road.
Now I'll let you know why I want to talk about aliens in a minute. So we'll get going. Well, let's have a look at the map first. See if we can reroute anything. No, that seems okay. It would be nice to do this road here at some point. That looks like a really good road. So, but this one here, Highway 2, that should be interesting. We'll see how it goes. We might even stop off over here, see if that's a vantage point. So yeah, let's see. We're going through Wenatchee, so right, okay, off we go then. So we need to turn this baby around. What have we got? Have we got an articulated trailer here? Yeah, we have. Let's have a look at this. So yeah, it's a double. So I can't remember what we're taking now, so let's just have another wee looky. That's the packaged food. Well, that's very nondescript. I'm going to take a tidbit. Okay. So wrong button. So we want F3 to take that off. F2. Put the side mirrors on. And yeah, let's get going. Enough sort of chatting around and looking around. Oh no, I'm going to get past that. come on, come on, come on. Oh, just. That knocked it, but it didn't do any damage. That's good. So I've got to get out of this dockyard. Well, rail yard, not dockyard. Now, how do we... Let's have a look. Where's the exit? Oh, there it is. That's the exit. Oh dear. I think I'm not going to get... Alright, okay. Let's see if we can swing this round without hitting anything. And... yeah, I know I'm on the wrong side of the road. Do we have to be on this side of the road?
Turn right.
Slip, flip, flip. No, we're on alright, we're alright, we're on the right. Okay. Yeah, aliens. It's an interesting subject when we sort of like stop and ponder on it, because there's a lot of controversy around it, I think, mainly. I had a friend round yesterday and we were sort of talking about it, because mainly I was just saying to him that when I have the care nurses come round that deal with my wife, help her on a day-to-day basis.
Stay right and then turn right.
Sometimes they come to me and they sort of ask me questions about what I think about things.
Turn right.
And they asked me the other day, one of them, about really what do I think about alien abductions. Oh, I can turn right here, can't I? And I gave that a bit of thought actually, because
stay left.
A lot of people can be poo-pooing this subject, and I don't really want to poo-poo it. To let you know that I am a Christian, so I have a belief in God. So if I poo-poo aliens, I'm going to be basically disavowing my beliefs, because when you look at the definition of an alien is a being that extraterrestrial they're talking about, is a being that doesn't originate from the earth. And when you look at the Christian faith and anyone that believes in a supreme being, and even spirit creatures like angels and demons and things like that, then really what they're expressing is a belief in aliens too, because spirit creatures are, in definition,
stay left,
not originate from the earth, so they are aliens. They're extraterrestrials. Oh, we're going to get past this, or have we got to reroute? Can we go down here? I think so. I think it's just a crash. Anyway, I digress. Yeah, so aliens are, spirit creatures are aliens in that way. So when you sort of, a lot of people don't think in that term. I feel I've not really come across too many people that think in that way, but he was talking about
caution. Please mind the speed limit.
Well, I'm not going. I need to go 40, don't I? So let's get down. Yeah, he was talking about alien abductions as well. Now, do alien abductions happen? There's an interesting point. Are they aliens, or are they spirit creatures messing with us, messing with our mind? Well, as a Christian, I've got to believe that they are spirit creatures. But are all experiences that, or are they just hallucinations? He was under the guise that we were talking a bit about sleep paralysis. I know this is a bit rambly, but we'll probably flesh it out a bit more. But he was talking about sleep paralysis, and for someone that's been that's had sleep paralysis. I think I've marked this up, haven't I? There you go, that's talking. Oh no. Can we get past? I'm gonna really try and get past here on here, because this will be interesting to see if we can get by these. Yeah, buddy, I've come down the wrong way, mate. Oh, I'm not looking in the side mirror. I'm going to cause another accident here, but there we go. We can get past these. I've never done that before, so yeah, okay. So, getting back on subject. Sleep paralysis. Now, there has been a lot of research into sleep paralysis. I've not really looked into it much or anything, but the idea being that you're coming out of a sleep and you are basically paralyzed, and you feel as though you're being attacked, held down by an entity, or attacked. So if you're sort of religiously minded, you might feel that you're being attacked by a demon.
Stay left.
But if you're not so religiously minded, you might feel that you're being attacked by another being from another planet, like an alien. So that's the idea behind that, and that we're sort of like our brains hallucinate that. Now, like I said before, I've experienced sleep paralysis throughout my life. I've not been sort of a great believer in God for all my life.
Stay right, and then exit right.
No, that I have believed that there's something there. I've got to get right in this corner. No, that I have believed that something is there, something is out there. You know, even when I was very little. So, when we think about aliens, then, as a Christian, I come to believe that we've got to believe that they are spirits that we're seeing. Now, are these good spirits or bad spirits that we see, or that people are experiencing? Well, if they're experiencing these alien abductions or attacks by sort of like an alien as they feel, then I've got to conclude that they are a bad spirit, because why would a good spirit terrorize a person? Now, I had been looking into the Bible to see if there is precedent for this, and back in Jesus' day, people did suffer with demon possession, and he actually expelled the demons from them. So why wouldn't that still be happening today, is my question. Why, that could still be happening today, and I don't doubt that it does.
Caution. Please mind the speed limit.
That it does happen. Oh, this is lovely. So we're getting into the area where I suppose a lot of abductions happen in America, sort of thing, in the woods and isolated spots that people could poo-poo because there's no evidence for it. You've just got people's testimony, and why can't we believe people's testimony? So really, when I really look at it and think about it, I really do believe that it's Satan trying to mislead us, or his demons, the demon hordes, trying to mislead us. And the scripture that I was thinking about that puts it into there, because I believe that we're, what the Bible calls that, we're in the last days of, or the end of the world, as some people put it. That in that last day period, in the Revelation, which is at the back of the Bible, there is a scripture at Revelation 12 and verse 7 where it talks about a war breaking out, and Michael and the angels battle with the dragon, and the dragon's identified as Satan, being the original serpent, back where he tempted Adam and Eve back in paradise. So this original serpent, the devil and his demons, battle with Michael and his angels, and they basically kick him out of heaven. So they kick him out of the spiritual dimension that they've been inhabiting for eons. And what happens to them there? So they kick him out of heaven. Where'd they go? Well, the Revelation doesn't make any bones about where they go. It said they hurled them, I believe. Let's get this scripture up. It says, so down the great dragon was hurled, the original. Oh, I'm slowing down here. So down the great dragon was hurled, the original serpent, the one called Devil and Satan, who was misleading the entire inhabited earth. So we're already misleading the earth, but he was hurled down to the earth, it says here, and his angels were hurled down with him. Now hang about. Let's just stop and reel it in a bit here. So you've got spirit creatures battling each other. You've got the good spirit creatures battling against the bad spirit creatures, and the bad ones basically get kicked out of their spiritual realm and they get hurled to the earth. Okay, so now they're on the earth and they're misleading the earth, the inhabited earth. So they're misleading people. So that should start ringing alarm bells in your head, where it's sort of, when you think about, if these spirit creatures are misleading people, wouldn't they pretend to be creatures from another planet? Would they try to mislead people in a way to say, there's life on other planets, there's aliens, and try to say, well, no, God doesn't exist in that way. That's how I see it myself, but you might see it differently, of course. But later on down, it says that in verse 12, it talks about the heavens being glad because they rid that realm of the bad influence it was having. So all the wicked spirit creatures have been thrown out of heaven and now they're on the earth. So on verse 12 it says, woe for the earth and for the sea, because the devil has come down to you having great anger, knowing he has a short period of time. So in this short period of time that he has left, because it later goes on to say that they're not going to be allowed to continue in their evil ways. In that short period of time, it doesn't make sense that he's going to try and confuse as many people as possible. So in all the history of the earth, alien abductions and the accounts of it, there's so many in the 20th century, 21st century. So many have come forward and said that this is what's happening. I see that, and they see signs in the heavens. It does actually say in Matthew 24, when Jesus was talking about what to watch out, there'd be signs in the heavens. Well, I don't know if what sort of signs that they'll be taken into, but people are seeing things, UFOs. They're seeing strange things in the earth. Could this not be the activity of wicked spirit creatures trying to mislead people away from God, trying to mislead people away from what's really going on? But we also, we could get down to then the aliens having influence over politicians, and are they having influence over the governments of this world? Well, Revelation makes no bones about that. It actually says that the whole world, the governments, the authorities are being misled by inspired expressions.
Caution. Please mind the speed limit.
By these alien entities. some might think this is a conspiracy theory, but this is in the Bible. This is what the Bible is saying, is my point, really. So, I'm in the wrong lane, aren't I? Yeah. So alien abductions, really, are they creatures from outer space? Well, it depends what you mean by outer space, because this is very rambly, these thoughts, because they're not really congealed yet. So it's really sort of like talking it over
Stay
to
right,
sort of get it in
then
my
exit
head
right.
properly. So when you're
Exit
looking at
right.
the grand scheme of things, that alien abductions are misleading people, they are causing trauma. I've never heard of any good alien abduction story, so I can't believe that there are good spirits doing this. All I've heard is bad experience of alien abduction, where aliens are actually hurting people and taking advantage of people mentally as well. And the precedent that we have set out in the scripture for this is
Go straight.
in the first century, when Jesus was curing people. Then he cured them of demon possession. And these were people that had terrible problems. Terrible. Some were epileptic, and they had the demons used to scream out of these people. And there is also an account where there was an unusually fierce demon possession, and no one would go near him because he used to go around the tombs. That's where his living was, and he was naked. And Jesus wasn't scared of this. He went up to the man, he cured him, and the man was completely sound after that. All the demons had fled. He had lots and lots in him. That's where we get the name Legion from, because the demon said that their name was Legion, which means when you think about a Roman legion, that's like 6,000 in the Roman legion. So he could have possibly had thousands of spirits in him.
Stay left,
You just don't know.
then turn left.
But yeah, really,
Turn
Well-
left.
when we think about these subjects, when it's good to think about them, I think, then we get on a different level. Are alien abductions happening? Quite possibly. Are they the aliens that we think like in Star Trek and things like that, or in Star Wars? Possibly not those sort of aliens. The aliens are possibly interdimensional spirit creatures that are trying to mislead and possibly confuse people in this time that we're living, because there's no doubt that we're living in an unprecedented time of confusion. People don't know where to go. People are lost and confused and lonely, and all sorts of things. And this is where the internet is actually being good for a lot of people, because it's connected people, but it's also brought pushing people apart as well. See, once you start thinking about these things, you think on other subjects. And when I lived in Glastonbury in the UK, I used to get to talk to a lot of people, and they talked about aliens and things like this, and spirit creatures, and the two were always interwoven. And we can also see this in ancient cultures too. Spirit creatures and aliens being interwoven. I believe there's Sumerian relief patterns that look like there's a flying saucer or the alien interaction in that way. And there have been talk on the Sumerian chronicles. But when you look into Native American religion as well, done a very cursory look into that. And when they talk about sky spirits, you think, is this aliens coming down in flying saucers and whatnot? I don't know, but sky spirits. And really, the whole idea of aliens and spirituality are so interlinked, so connected. So it's just really confusing time for humanity at the moment. And what I sort of think about is that the more we hear of alien abductions, the more we hear of alien interference with humanity itself, the more I feel that we're getting close to a time where there will be a sort of a purge of all this. And the revelation brings out that in the end the good will triumph over the evil, and there's no doubt that I believe these aliens that interfere in this way are evil. I do believe that they are evil, but the time will come when it will all be purged and the earth will be made new again, be cleansed from all these influences, these evil activities, and cleansed from all the confusion that we're facing today. I don't know. It's just, it gets you thinking a little bit philosophically, really, I think. But you think, I really don't want people confused anymore. I don't want to be confused myself. I want to feel as though I'm in charge of my life. I'm sort of, I've got direction in my life. And I don't want people messing it up. I think that's why having the faith is good in a way, because it does give you direction. I haven't been that yet. It gives you purpose in life. You only have to look out to see how much confusion there is, and that this alien activity that is going on, the spirit creatures that are misleading the earth. You can see it. People are confused about who they are, even what they are. People are confused over if they are a man or a woman. And I suppose this is only to be expected if you believe that we're in a time of great confusion, if we're in a time of unprecedented change. We're on the cusp of a new era, an era of real peace, not a peace that is, well, more of a faux peace, a counterfeit peace that politicians might bring. Talking about a peace that will bring order out of the chaos. That chaos won't reign anymore, and everyone will be happy, everyone will be at peace, everyone will really have their hearts satisfied. Oh, I've got to slow down here. No.
Stay right. and then continue straight.
And it's sort of like, do we want this change? Do we want to be part of the change that will occur? Because
Go straight.
when you read the Bible, there's no doubt that something is going to happen. Something's going to stop all this, all these aliens, all this alien activity that is bad for the earth, bad for people. And there will be another war coming. And this one will involve alien, will involve spirit creatures. They will battle again against each other. But this time, the bad ones, the bad spirit creatures, will rally humanity. How do we know this? Well, I believe that Revelation again gives us another clue. You only have to look at Revelation 16:16, even part of that where.
Caution. Please mind the speed limit.
Oops, here we go. That's talking a lot, see. But he talks about being on the watch because.
Caution. Please mind the speed limit.
Because Jesus, the day of God the Almighty, when He sends forth Jesus Christ as coming back and destroying all the enemies of God, He says, "Look, I am coming as a thief. Happy is he who stays awake." So staying awake is so
Caution.
important.
Please mind the speed limit.
We want to stay awake to the times we're living in, stay awake to this alien activity that's going on, that's misleading and confusing people and lull them into a sense of sleep. But he said,
Get ready to turn right.
for those that don't stay awake, they're gathered. He gathers.
Caution. Please mind the speed limit.
Whoops! There we go. The cops have got me this time. He gathers
right.
them together at a day when they call Armageddon. And he'll gather all the nations together to war against the good spirit creatures. Whether we see this, whether we see spirit creatures coming down, we don't know. It doesn't say explicitly. And he gathers them together and there's a war. Now, when you're warring against
Get
God
ready
the
to turn
Almighty,
left.
you're not going to win. You can't win. But this
Turn
is
left.
what the bad spirit creatures are going to do. They're going to rally the humanity against God. So we don't want to be on that side. We don't want to be
Turn right.
confused, misled.
Here we are, safe and sound.
Oh, excellent. Well done. We don't want to be confused or misled in any way by these alien entities. So, should we come around here? Oh, I think I made a mistake. Oh, no, I took out that. Oh, no. There we go. I took out that lamppost. Oh well, never mind. Yeah. So we don't want to be confused anymore. And the only way I can think of that is turning to God. And if you do suffer from this sort of sleep paralysis or attacks from demons, what would I say? Pray about it. Pray. And read the Bible and try and do what the Bible says. Tell others about it. Try and win hearts. I've got to go back a bit. That's it. Try and win hearts, and because there is definitely hearts and minds trying to be one by the evil entities that are now misleading the entire inhabited earth. So, I would say, please look into the Bible, look into these things, and really make your minds open and think about it. Anyway, whatever you think. If you think I'm talking a load of rhubarb, please let me know. I'm quite willing and open to be told I'm talking rubbish. But I don't believe I am. This life is precious and life is complicated, and we don't know the half of it. Anyway, if you like me to talk about things or talk about what's on my mind, then I'd be happy to do more like this. But anyway, in the meantime, we've delivered this cargo, and we better just undo that. And excellent. Even though we've crashed into a few things, we've still got excellent. And we've got another level, so that's good. So continue. What do we got? High value cargo. That's the last one that gives us 18% extra experience. So we'll take that one. And now we can, well, we can get 500,000 even now. So next time, I think what we'll do is we'll buy a truck, and then we can sort of think about going from our base and going from our garage, and then traveling a bit further around, traveling down to different states and things like that, a bit further down to maybe to Arizona eventually. So that'd be good. Until then, stay safe, don't have nightmares, and trust in God. See you then. Bye for now.